Coming up in the video today, ladies and gents, we'll have a look at Chelmsford night meeting. When I mean night meeting, I think it starts about 4:30 till about 8:30 at night. We'll have a look at that. There's three races, three horses I want to have a look at, and we'll go over it right after this. What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome back to my racing channel. Good to have you all here. Hope everyone's safe, well, and abiding by your social distancing as usual. Before we go into the three horses I want to look at today at Chelmsford, thank you to the new subscriber, another new subscriber to the channel. Very, very much appreciated. I really do appreciate it. I really, really do. Still lots of people looking at the videos. And as I keep on saying, if you want to be on this channel, you want to subscribe, you need to hit that red button, you need to hit the bell, and you will get notification of all my videos when they come out. So once again, thank you to the new subscriber, very much appreciated. On to the three horses we're going to look at today. Now you'll probably notice there's a wee theme to this, the horses when you see them. We're going to look at the first race. Now, there's only three horses in the first race, but we'll have a look at it. And here it is. 5:15 at Chelmsford. Now, I know it's only 2:30. This video will be out by 3 o'clock. So you've got 2 hours, 15 minutes to have a look at it for yourselves. But this is a 7 furlong maiden filly stakes at Chelmsford. On the sand, Wootton Creek for Mr. Johnson and Joe Fannin at the moment is sitting at 11-10 on favourite. Concessions for Ryan Moore and Richard Hannon, Richard Hannon's he's not started yet with his 2-year-olds, but there has to be a first with it. And Seattle Rock for David Ewing and Sylvester Kirk sitting at 11-1 at the moment. Now, I know there's only three horses. Everybody will probably think the same. I would have thought it's going to be either Wootton Creek or Concessions. And in my opinion, it probably would be one of the two. Not writing off Seattle Rock for 1 minute. But you would like to think, going by pedigree on the three horses, the top two are certainly the ones to look at. And we'll quickly look at Wootton Creek. Here's his pedigree out of Wootton Bassett. This will certainly not be bothered by the distance, the 7 furlongs. Cape Cross, as its sire, is obviously a longer distance. Now, Mark Johnson usually he's done really, really well with his 2-year-olds throughout, whether it be 5, 6, 7 furlongs. But I think the majority of them have ran really good races, but he is very, very good over 7 furlongs with his 2-year-olds, Mark Johnson. So the pedigree is a really good pedigree. The distance, it's not going to bother this horse one little bit by distance. And as we've seen in the past 3 days, 4 days, Mark Johnson's horses are running really well. Really, really well. So again, because it's not ran, we just need to look at the pedigree. We need to look at the form of the jockey and the trainer and take everything into consideration. Does it always work out that way? No, it doesn't. But, as I keep on saying, if you do your homework more times than not, you'll get a winner. Or you'll get placed. Obviously, in this race, there's only 3 runners, so you're not going to get placed money unless you do, excuse me, unless you do a forecast. Alright, so that's the first one. For Mark Johnson. We will then look at Concessions for Richard Hannon, and as I say, Richard Hannon hasn't had the best of times, to be quite honest, since the racings came back. But if you look at his pedigree, Muhara, I'm just going to click on Muhara. Now if we look at Muhara's form, again doing your homework, Muhara's form There's its form there. Race record. It's only been once out the top 3 in its life. Once. And that was 8th in one of the races at Longchamp. The rest of the time, as you can see there, it's had something like 7 or 8 winners, and it's came in 3rd 3 times. So the pedigree is spot on, really good pedigree. The distance will not bother concessions at all. The damn sire's out of Sadler's Wells, which has brought so many successful horses. And again, we need to just go by the pedigree, the form, the jockey, etc. Alright? So again, if I'm looking at both pedigrees, in my opinion, Concessions is probably the better pedigree. But as I say, Mark Johnson's, his horses are in form just now. Richard Hannon's isn't. I think he had maybe a couple of winners the other day, Richard Hannon, so maybe he's beginning to come into a bit of form. Ryan Moore's taken him a bit of time to get into form, but he's now back in form. He had another winner yesterday on Ransom for Michael Stout, Sir Michael Stout, and he also won the 1,000 guineas. So he's back in form as well. So I would have a look at these two. If I was picking one, it would probably be Concessions. Just to go back into Concessions, just to show you, this horse cost 125,000 guineas. So, whereas, and a lot of the time, sometimes that doesn't matter, but a lot of the time it does matter. Whereas Wooten Creek cost 58,000 guineas. So, if it was me putting a bet on it, I would probably go with Concessions. Obviously to beat Wooten Creek, sorry. So that's just a race for you, ladies and gents, to have a look at. Bet sensibly at all times, ladies and gents, all times. So my first horse to look at would be Concessions. Alright? Next up would be the next race after that, the 5:45. And again, I've looked at 2 or 3 of these, which 2 or 3 of these could win it. In fact, 4 of these could probably win it. But if you're looking for form, if you're looking for jockey, you're looking for horse, Sovereign Grant, in my book, has to be the one that you would be on here, in my opinion. That's not saying anything negative about Godhead, especially when you've got Robert Haviland on it and John Gosden. So, Healing Power cannot rule that out either. They're all quite closely matched. So, but as I say, I've had a look at them. It's over 7 furlongs again. This is a Class 3, which is a decent enough race. But if we look at Sovereign and we look at the pedigree of the horse, out of Kingman, so 7 furlongs will not bother Sovereign Grant. Because Kingman's won over 7 furlongs, it's also won over a mile. It's also ran in group races and won group races. And if you look at its sire, Neef was a great horse. Really good horse. This horse is owned by the Queen, obviously. The runner's Michael Stout's the trainer. Ryan Moore's on the back of it. And if we look at its last run here, granted it was a Class 5, it's won by 3.5 lengths and it's won quite cosily as well. So again, this is another one for you ladies and gents to have a look at. Granted, that's 2 horses that have probably been 5-4 in even money. Again, with this race, you won't get each way, so you'll have to either do a forecast or put it on the nose as a win. But yeah, that's the first 2 to look at. So Michael Stout's in decent enough form. I know over the weekend they had 2 or 3 horses that didn't run as well as what he probably thought, but as when the racing started up again, he had 3 or 4 really good performances from horses. So it's a bit mixed there with Sir Michael Stout's horses, but I think he's in form. Ryan Moore certainly coming back into form, and Sovereign Grant is a good horse, really good pedigree. So in my opinion, on this race, I would probably be looking at Sovereign Grant to win the 5:45 at Chelmsford. And on to the final race. as in the three that we're going to look at, there's probably a good 4 horses here. Again, I've looked at it. Collide's got decent enough form. Clap Your Hands certainly has got form. Land of Oz has got form. Mandane's got form. So even Cosmeli's got decent form as well. Again, looking at this, I would probably go, in my opinion, with Collide. Clap Your Hands would certainly be a danger without any shadow of a doubt. It's got really good form. The only thing that's in the back of my mind with Collide is this is run over 1 mile 6 furlongs. And again, if we look at Collide's pedigree, look at the pedigree. The pedigree is Franco, and we all know that Franco was really fantastic over a mile. This is over 1 mile 6. Delamy has only run over 1 mile 6 once, and it was absolutely beaten out the park. But Delamy has run over 1 mile 4 and was a class horse over 1 mile 4. So the only doubt for me for Collide is the distance. It's over 1 mile 6, but you would like to seriously think that Hugo Palmer isn't going to just put this horse in there. If you look at how much it's only for 9,000. Surely he's not put Collide in there just to win a £9,000 race. It's already had a run. Granted, it was over 100 days ago, but it's had a run. It came on for that run, just like Clap Your Hands would have. That had a run 120 days ago, and Land of Oz, that still to have a run. So, looking at it, looking at the whole picture, Land of Oz 241, Sir Mark Prescott. When you get handicap company, Sir Mark Prescott's one of the best in the business for getting a horse ready. So that certainly has got a chance. Mark Johnson again on Mandane. Can't rule out his horses at this precise moment. Absolutely not. Clap Your Hands will certainly be fit enough, and Collide will certainly be fit enough. The good thing in this race is you've got 9 runners, so you could put it each way, depending on what you, ladies and gents, whether you prefer Collide, whether you prefer Clap Your Hands, or whether you prefer Land of Oz, or Mandane or Mondane. So, again, the horse I'm looking at is Collide. You've probably noticed the theme here. Ryan Moore's on the 3 of them. I think he's only got 3 or 4 mounts at Chelmsford tonight. So it's worth a look at them, ladies and gents. If I had to pick out one, I think Sovereign Grant, I think, speaks for itself. I think that will win, if I'm being totally honest. Pedigree's good. Jockey's in form. Trainer's doing okay with his horses. So Sovereign Grant would probably be one of the tips to win tonight. Concessions has got a chance. I don't want to put that down as a tip because Richard Hannon's horses at this precise moment just aren't in the best of form just now. But it has to start somewhere. Wooten Creek, as I say, has to be the danger to it. So again, tread carefully when you've got horses that are 2-year-olds and they're just coming out. Not all of Mark Johnson's are going to win. Just like today, I watched the first race at, I think it was Haydock, and I did Mark Johnson's horse with O'Sheen Murphy, and it just got beat in the line. Fit enough, certainly. So you've got to think that these horses are going to be fit enough. Richard Hannon's has to start somewhere. Would Ryan Moore be on the back of it? I know that was one of his stables a long time ago. He rode for Richard Hannon. So again, just look at this race. Don't go mad on it. Bet sensibly at all times. But if it was me, it would probably be Concessions. The 5:45, my tip will certainly be Sovereign Grant. And if I was going to do one each way, it would probably be Collide for each way. Alright, so that's the 3 horses to look at. The tip's going to be Sovereign Grant. Collide I would probably be doing each way, and Concessions I would probably just look at the race. So there's a couple of tips here for you, ladies and gents. Sovereign Grant in the 5:45 at Chelmsford, and Collide each way on the 7:15 at Chelmsford. You could do doubles, as I keep on saying, but bet sensibly at all times, ladies and gents. Alright, that's it for the video today. I will certainly try and be back tomorrow. I'll have a look at the racing and see how it is tomorrow. But don't panic if I'm not here. I will certainly try my very best. Unless there's news. Oh, one bit of news as well. Gordon Lord Byron, the horse, obviously passed away doing a bit of work. I think it was yesterday morning. It was either yesterday morning. Yeah, I think it was yesterday morning. Big blow. 12-year-old horse. Ran it. Absolute power horse. Ran some really good races. Won some really good races. Yeah, and sympathy goes out to the owners, trainers, and obviously the jockeys that have been on the back of it. Alright, so that's the 3 horses to look at. Concessions, have a look at the race, have a look at the betting, see how it's going. Sovereign Grant is going to be my tip for tonight in the 5:45 at Chelmsford. And I would probably do Collide each way and see how it goes. Alright, hope everyone's good. Thank you again to the new subscriber on the channel. It's very much appreciated. Thanks to everybody that's watching the videos. But you've got to hit that red button. You've got to subscribe to the channel. You've got to hit that bell and you'll get all notifications of all my videos when they come out. Alright, take care. I will speak to you all soon.